What's going on, guys? Balf here. Just want to take a bit of time to speak to you about the state of AAA gaming, the future of it, and mostly I want to talk about AAA gaming publishers, because it's becoming a problem. Okay, so unless you've been living under a rock for the past 2.5 weeks, you'll already know the shitstorm that's surrounding the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 game. Okay, so EA have shoveled pay-to-win mechanics into this, gambling loot boxes, as well as making the game incredibly grindy to usher people towards their microtransactions. Now, in lieu of the shitstorm that's actually hit them, they have had to deactivate this. But I believe this was on Disney's command, because there is a new Star Wars movie about to drop, and it's brand damaging. I do believe once The Last Jedi is out of the cinemas, microtransactions will get switched back on. There will be very little change on that front. I don't see the game can be fixed because it is built from the ground up to push microtransactions. So really, at its very core, it's designed to do this as a job for EA, and they're not gonna be able to fix it. Massively overshadowed by Star Wars is actually EA's other sort of big franchise, Need for Speed, which has the same kind of card mechanic, with the same gambling, with the same pay-to-win element to it. So it's obviously EA have shown their hand. They've shown us how dirty they actually truly are and what they think of the consumers. And make no mistake, we're not customers. Their customers are their shareholders. They don't care about us. They literally are just trying to get away with as much as possible, as has been shown with the absolute disregard for the consumers with what they've done to Star Wars. This game was supposed to be an apology for like how much of a clusterfuck the first one was, and it wasn't good enough. I really wanted to like it. I did, but it's uninstalled. I blew 40 quid on it. I played the betas. I played the early access. You know, I really tried to love this game, but it's uninstalled. I'm not touching it again. And I'd go so far as to say it's dampened my feeling towards many other games that, you know, don't do these things. But I'm trying to get back into games, and it's just, I feel fed up. And I think this is where we're going to be heading, because games, if we allow this to happen, games are no longer going to be games. They'll pretty much play themselves. You just drop money on them. But just like your mobile games, your Clash of Titans or your Dragon Ball Dokkan battles, or, you know, these, it can't be allowed to go on. It's not just EA as well. One of the big problems that is happening at the moment is everyone is jumping on the EA bandwagon. Much as I hate that fucking term, it is happening. There's a lot of bandwagoning happening. There are people that have been warning us about this for years now. If you want to see a case in point, just go and check some of Jim Sterling's videos out. He's been banging on about it for a good 3.5, maybe 4 years. It's been a slow process, but EA just decided to try and leap before they could crawl. Ubisoft have been guilty of over-monetization. They haven't gone down the loot box route yet, to my knowledge, but they do love to sell you a gold edition game for nearly 80 quid, which doesn't even include all the game content. So, you know, Ubisoft are guilty. Warner have been guilty of the loot box system with their Mordor Shadow of War, and they are probably one of the, well, before this happened, they were in my eyes the worst publisher for what they did to the Arkham games with carving out the skins and all that crap. But yeah, the big AAA publishers, Activision. Oh, I can't forget Activision. They seem to get away with a lot as well because of COD. But yeah, all of these guys, they don't care about the consumers. It's only their shareholders. Guys, just this can't be allowed to go on. I mean, I'm thankful for the people that stood up to EA. I've heard some criticism saying, well, you're just not doing anything, you're just on Reddit. Well, having the most downvoted comment ever in Reddit has made national news. Or maybe international. I mean, I know in America it made CNN, in the UK it made BBC. So, yeah, you think they're not doing anything? They are. They've got publicity, bad publicity, to a company doing shady things. Now, with the investigations going on in Belgium and the state of Hawaii, and soon to be Australia as well, the world is starting to pay attention. And it's not just seedy, underhanded practices going on. They're trying to remold the state of the gaming industry so that basically games will be like mobile games, because mobile games make more money. It is about money, make no mistake. But the fact is, if you don't play a game, as in you don't need to actually be good at it to win. It's no longer a game. It's a visual experience. It's like watching a movie. It's fucking ridiculous. I for one, just I can't stomach what is actually slowly happening to the gaming industry. And only people really over the age of, what, 22, 23, will have any memory of a time before games were even monetized at all. But let me tell you, like, you used to buy a game, get an expansion pack, which, you know, was considered the extra monetization, but I remember expansion packs that would give you an extra 20 or 30 hours for like a tenner. Now you buy a fucking horse or camel or unicorn or some shit for £4. It's just dumb. They slice content out. I mean, I know this is all I seem to rant about, but it really is something I hold close to my heart. I'm fucking fed up of it, guys. Get in touch with me. Have a chat in the comments. Look, just if you think I'm wrong, tell me. Any toxic comments will be deleted. I'm up for debate though. If you can convince me that these microtransactions and pay to win is a good idea, go ahead. If you start being toxic though, you're gone. Alright guys, just convince me, or don't. If you agree with me, tell me why. Fuck's sake. Alright, night night guys.